So the big question is this: how do investors like us who trade options and manage our own money generate income regardless of where the stock market goes, and do it all in a way that lets us make time for the people and things we love, and yet still build wealth and remain profitable? That's the question, and this podcast will give you the answer. I'm your host, Kirk Duplessis, and you're listening to The Daily Call from Option Alpha. Hey everyone, this is Kirk here again from Option Alpha, and welcome back to The Daily Call. Today we're going to answer the question, why do options traders lose? The simple answer to this is that all options traders lose at some point. And what I mean by this is that all options traders will have a losing trade. In fact, if you find somebody that says they've never had a losing trade, please turn and run in the opposite direction as fast as possible. There is nobody in existence that has never had a losing trade that is professionally trading. What I find as being some of the culprits of why people generally lose overall, not just on a couple trades, but overall after making lots and lots of trades, ends up being some of the very basic foundational elements that we've discussed previously here on this podcast. Things like position sizing ends up, again, like being the number one reason why people lose on their trades. They are over-allocated in a leverage product, which options trading contracts are leverage products. They're over-allocated and they end up rolling the dice and basically getting into a trade that just goes the wrong direction. Now, they could have had the best of intentions in the world. They could have had a trade that always wins, air fingers quotes, and never loses. But at some point, it's going to come back around to bite them in the rear end. And position sizing is basically the grim reaper for investors. You don't really know that position sizing is important until it comes to basically take your portfolio. And then you realize at that point how important position sizing is. But even other things that we talk about, like portfolio diversification among ticker symbols, ends up being a leading cause of investors and traders to lose money, being over-allocated in a certain number of sectors or industries, and not diversifying across a broad spectrum of different trades. Not choosing the right option strategy ends up being, again, detrimental to your success. So a lot of times people will try option buying strategies and they might find success early on, but ultimately they're going to give up a lot of that success in just a slow drip of the bucket in their portfolio value back by continuing to buy these option strategies that are going to, basically not make any money, net expected profits. We also see that people end up being too emotional. So we get a lot of this fight back against the market mentality that I see often, which is, again, very detrimental. This idea that I know the market should go down. It's never done this before. This is totally crazy. But this happens all the time. Markets, do and perform moves that nobody's ever seen multiple times throughout the year. It rallies faster and stronger. It stays more neutral than we thought it would. We don't ever see these types of drops and then rebounds, or pops and then drops. Like I've heard it so many times now, having done this for over 10 years, that the only constant that we know is that the market's going to surprise us. So why do we continue to be surprised by this? These are some of the things that I mentioned, end up being things that end up killing options traders and lead a lot of traders to lose money on positions. I think if you realize that you're going to have losing trades, but you can control things like position size, diversification, option strategy, you know that the probabilities are going to work out in your favor. It's just going to be a matter of time, right? You're doing the right things. You're, performing the right activities and doing them in the right sequence. It's just a matter of time that, the profits end up starting to kick in and kind of overshadow some of the smaller losers that you end up having. So hopefully this helps out. As always, if you have any questions, let me know. And until next time, happy trading. Thanks for joining us on The Daily Call. Be sure to subscribe right now for more daily options trading ideas, strategies, and tactics to help you learn how to place smarter, more profitable trades. And if you like what we're doing, don't forget to give us a rating and a review so we can continue to bring you the best daily content possible. We'll see you again tomorrow, right here on The Daily Call from OptionAlpha.com.